Modi says new education policy is a major step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Union Agriculture Minister distributes agro machineries and financial assistance to farmer beneficiaries of Assam. Indian Army rescues 447 stranded tourists at Natula near Indo-China border. Central government launches Go Electric campaign to boost adoption of electric vehicles and electric cooking appliances. And Meghalaya Cabinet regularizes decision to revise tax rates for petrol and diesel. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Notice News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Monjoy. Now the stories in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while addressing the convocation ceremony of Vishwa Bharati University today through video conferencing, said that the new education policy is a major step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat and it gives strength to research and innovation. The Prime Minister said knowledge and power comes with a lot of responsibility and called upon the students to strive to maintain unity in diversity. Modi said for Gurudev Tagore, Vishwa Bharati was not merely a place of knowledge, but it was an attempt to reach the topmost goal of Indian culture. What one does depends upon whether the mindset is positive or negative, added Modi. He said there is a scope for both of them. It is in our hands to decide if we want to be a part of the problem or the solution.
Knowledge is India's obligation to offer to others the hospitality of her base culture and India's right to accept from others their best.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while addressing the valedictory function of India-Australia Circular Economy Hackathon today through video conference, stressed on the need to look at our consumption patterns and how we can reduce its ecological impact. Modi said that circular economy can be a key step in addressing the ecological strain on our planet. The Prime Minister said the energy and enthusiasm of today's youthful participants in the hackathon is a symbol of the forward-looking partnership between India and Australia. He expressed the hope that innovations showcased in the hackathon will inspire the two countries to take the lead in circular economy solutions. He also said recycling and reusing things, eliminating waste and improving resource efficiency must become part of our lifestyles.
Friends, as humanity faces the challenges posed by climate change, the theme of this hackathon is relevant to the whole world. Consumption-oriented economic model have put and great strain on our planet.
Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar today distributed various agro machineries as well as financial assistance to the farmer beneficiaries in the capital city on the many agricultural schemes of the state. While addressing the gathering, Singh advocated private investment in the agro sector to enhance its volume of contribution in the country's GDP. He also mentioned that making the villages self-reliant is must for making the country the same. Praising the state government for its efforts to improve the sector in Assam, the Union Minister also said presently his government is focusing on the increase of farmers' income. On the occasion, State Agricultural Minister Atul Bora urged the farmers to use the tractors, other agro machineries and equipments for the rightful purpose.
बनाना है तो कृषि को सक्षम बनाना पड़ेगा, किसान की माली हालत सुधारना पड़ेगी, ग्रामीण विकास के माध्यम से अधोसंरचना विकसित करनी पड़ेगी और जब आत्मनिर्भर गांव बनेगा तो आत्मनिर्भर भारत के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने में हमारा देश सफल होगा।
The Indian Army on the 18th of February rescued 447 stranded tourists at Natula near the Indo-China border in Sikkim. In a press release, the Army informed that the tourists were rescued from the high reaches near the Indian-China border at Natula following sudden heavy snowfall. The stranded tourists were in 155 vehicles stuck over a 15-kilometer stretch and started skidding after the snowstorm. The tourists were rescued in Army vehicles and accommodated inside the barracks of 17-mile military camp. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
ये विशाल है ना, इसका सब प्रॉपर चलता है।
कल उसके बैंक अकाउंट में 15,000 रुपए का फ्रॉड हुआ है, पता है?
इसको तो कोई टेंशन ही नहीं होती है, देखना।
टेंशन क्यों? मेरी कोई गलती नहीं थी। फिर भी फ्रॉड होने पर मैंने तुरंत बैंक को इन्फॉर्म कर दिया। आरबीआई कहता है अगर आपके अकाउंट से किसी ने धोखे से पैसे निकाले हैं तो बैंक को जल्द से जल्द इन्फॉर्म कीजिए। 3 दिन के अंदर इन्फॉर्म किया तो कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा। जितना लेट करोगे उतना ज्यादा नुकसान। और सुन, सब चलता नहीं है, प्रॉपर चलाना पड़ता है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The central government today launched the Go Electric campaign to boost the adoption of electric mobility vehicles and electric cooking appliances to ensure energy security in the country. Launching the campaign, Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari said, Go Electric is the future of India, which will promote cost-effective, environment-friendly and indigenous electric products. Expressing concern over the huge imported cost of fossil fuel, he said carbon emission from transport vehicles is a major challenge and the country needs to promote use of such kinds of vehicles which operate on alternative mode of fuels like electric batteries, CNG and biofuel. He said India would become the #1 manufacturer of electric vehicles in the next 5 years.
फॉसिल फ्यूल का है और इसी प्रकार से ये अगर दुगना हो जाएगा आने वाले 4-5 साल में तो क्या होगा, तो उसके हमारे इकोनॉमी पर क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा, ये बहुत ही गंभीर प्रश्न है। और इसलिए स्वाभाविक रूप से फॉसिल फ्यूल के अल्टरनेटिव्स क्या है, इसमें हमें जाने की आवश्यकता है।
The Meghalaya cabinet regularized the decision taken by the government on February 16 to revise the tax rates for petrol and diesel in the state. The cabinet also regularized the decision to impose 100% of the stamp duty on mining lease in line with a court order which states that mining leaseholders, irrespective of whether they are scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, should pay 100% of stamp duty. The state government has allowed the mining leaseholders to pay half of it immediately and the rest within 31st of March 2021. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma informed that with this decision, the government is expecting an additional revenue of 27 crore rupees.
Taxes for petrol and diesel. So earlier we had done it with 2 rupees. And then later, yesterday, if you recall, we had again revised the new tax rates for petrol and diesel. So both these decisions were regularized in the cabinet today. There was a court order that came out that required the mining lease holders to pay 100%.
Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan today launched the intensified mission Indradhanush 3 immunization program. The new program will begin from 22nd of February for 15 days and another phase from the 22nd of next month. Dr. Harshvardhan thanked all the chief ministers and officers involved in the drive and said we should resolve for 100% immunization. The minister said the government has given top priority to health sector in the budget and the Finance Commission has also dedicated an entire chapter to health. In tennis, the Belgian and Belarus pair of Ellis Martins and Aryna Sabalenka has won the women's doubles final of the Australian Open 2021 by defeating Barbara Krejcikova and Katerina Siniakova of the Czech Republic. Earlier defending champions Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury won the Australian Open semi-finals of the men's doubles against Australia-born Jamie Murray and Brazilian Bruno Soares by 7-6, 6-4. In mixed doubles semi-finals, Australia's Sam Stosur and Matt Ipton have booked their ticket to the mixed doubles, beating the USA and UK pair of Desiree Crawchy and Joe Salisbury. Meanwhile, the semi-finals of men's singles will begin between Greek Stefanos Tsitsipas against Russian player Daniil Medvedev. In the COVID update from the nation, the number of vaccinated people in the country crossed the 1 crore mark. 658,674 people were administered the COVID-19 vaccine in the last 24 hours. With this, the total number of vaccinated people in the country stands at 1 crore 1,88,007. Meanwhile, more than 10,896 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the total cases of recovery in the country to 1 crore 6,67,741. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 1,39,542. With this, the total positive cases stands over 1 crore 9,63,000. However, the ministry has reported 97 deaths in the last 24 hours, taking the total death toll in the country to over 1,56,000. In the COVID update from the Northeast, Assam reports 267 active cases, 2,14,639 recovered and 1,091 deaths, followed by Arunachal Pradesh with 5 active cases, 16,775 recoveries. The death toll is 56. In Manipur, active cases have gone up to 83, while discharged cases stand now at 28,769. The death toll is 373. In Meghalaya, the active cases are now 55 with 13,743 recoveries. The death toll is 148. Mizoram has 23 active cases, followed by 4,372 cured cases. The number of deaths is 10. Nagaland has 29 active cases, followed by 12,071 cured cases and death toll at 91. Reporting 58 active cases, Sikkim has 5,933 discharged cases. The death toll is 135. Finally, Tripura reported 14 active cases and 32,961 restored cases, while the death toll remains at 391. In Meghalaya, the Sinjuk Wahe Snong Jowai, comprising of 22 localities under the Jowai urban area, met the Deputy Commissioner West Jaintia Hills District, Garod Ellis and Dykes, to raise various issues related to Jowai town. Addressing the media, the president of Sinjuk Wahe Snong Jowai said there are a series of pending projects like the Jowai Greater Water Supply, road connectivity, local and tourist taxi fares, electricity issues, and the cleaning of Mindu River. He also added that the DC will arrange a meeting on the 26th of this month in the presence of officials from the Municipal Urban Affairs, JHADC, and the Sinjuk. To end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Modi says new education policy is a major step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Union Agriculture Minister distributes agro machineries and financial assistance to farmer beneficiaries of Assam. Indian Army rescues 447 stranded tourists at Nathula near Indo-China border. Central government launches Go Electric campaign to boost adoption of electric vehicles and electric cooking appliances. And Meghalaya Cabinet regularizes decision to revise tax rates for petrol and diesel. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.